How do we get in touch with our divine feminine inside? I would say by allowing ourselves to let go of the masculine inside for a little while. In our culture, it's really the masculine that is taught. From the time we're very, very young, those are the traits and the tendencies that are encouraged and rewarded. And again, not just in boys, but even so, competition, being number one, fighting your way to the top, that individualistic aspect, it's more of a masculine tendency. When women enter the workplace, you want to rise to the top? Well, nobody better ever hear you say, I've got cramps. Seriously. I mean, luckily, slowly, things are changing. But this is the stuff that entire systems of not having women at the top are based on. Well, God, 4 days a month, who knows what happens to her? This is how women have been kept. So what we've been taught is pretend it doesn't happen. Suck it in, suck up, swallow pills, do whatever you've got to do. But do not let anyone know that you're actually menstruating. We dress like men. We run businesses like men. Because sadly, this is what women have had to do in order to get accepted in that world. I mean, it's still relatively new in the scheme of, cultural evolution. Yeah, it may be 50, 60, 70 years, but that's very short in the evolution of cultures and civilizations. And so we're just starting to begin to see what actual feminine leadership looks like, not just women being masculine. And I have great faith that as things change, we're going to start to see a lot more of that. But what I would say is that divine feminine is in you. We all have it. It doesn't matter if you're in a male body or a female body. We all have it. But it's the male tendencies that have been so rewarded. Fight your way through. Keep everybody away. Fight your way to the top. Protect yourself. World is a scary place. That fight or flight way of being. That way of being that keeps us separate from the world. And the more faith we have, the more we're able to just sink into Mother Earth, Mother Nature, within us, how she moves within us. Because you feel different at different times of the month. Just like the apple tree gives apples some seasons and not all of them. Just like everything in nature has seasons. So do we. So do men as well, of course, but women in somewhat more of an obvious, pronounced sort of way. And just allowing us to be in tune with our nature. Nobody ever stands at the apple tree in winter and says, for God's sakes, put some apples on those branches, or I'm going to cut you down. If you want to stay the apple tree in my backyard, you better figure out how to get apples in December. I don't care if it's snowing. Figure it out. Nobody would do. We understand. Yeah. Give it a few months. It'll have apples. So allowing ourselves to just breathe through, breathe out. We don't have to hold it together all the time. We don't have to fight the world. We don't have to push our way through. So in the same way that we experience the divine within us by allowing ourselves to let go of that which isn't true self, if you want to experience the feminine, let go of your, death grip on the masculine.